Hey guys, we're back. This is your girl JD, sitting here with my sidekick Diggy, and we've got Izzy from the morning show. We got to talking before the break and how my birthday was next to Christmas, and let's
jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. All through the house, everything was pumping. Stylin' Radio was on the radio. Kids were tucked in, nuzzle and sweet. And you know your wife bought you a new Turbonetics Turbo under the tree.
I wish.
Yeah, that was just off the top of my head. So
no, but that would be nice.
And you know where she bought that turbo at? She bought it at StylinMotorsports.com.
Where else are you gonna go? Yeah.
So number one sports. I almost said sports stop, car stop.
Be slinging them parts, man.
One stop shop.
Oh, it's Tuesday. I'm telling you, given the fact that it is Christmas Eve, I'm telling you, it's the Monday-est Tuesday ever.
Oh it's I think JD is a little bit still destructive of her coffee from her birthday on Friday.
Yeah, still recovering.
Still got the jitters.
I don't get out often.
But it is Christmas Eve, and all through the studio, everybody is out of here except a few of us. They done bounced.
Quiet.
It is quiet here at Stylin', and I come in this morning and everybody's like, "Oh, you guys are actually doing the radio on Christmas?" I'm like, "It's Christmas Eve. We're not going to be here tomorrow, but we'll be back on Thursday." And they're like, yeah, I'll be back on Monday." It's like, you know. But you know what? We're here for you fans, and that's what matters to us,
Absolutely. We'll be here. We're here.
So anybody got any good Christmas stories or running from the cops?
Oh, none that involve running from the cops. Yeah. No,
I know. I got a good one.
Let's hear it. Yeah, do share.
So Bob Grant Customs, if you're listening, I know about the DUI checkpoint and your ex-wife on Christmas Eve.
Oh no.
Yeah, Bob Grant, we're gonna have him on the morning show, but his ex-wife told me about the story about him jumping out of the car at the DUI checkpoint because he had 3 beers.
Oh my gosh. And he was driving?
No, he was in the passenger seat and bounced. He ran through the woods. And she's like, I went through the DUI checkpoint and I got home and I'm calling him and the phone's in the car and all this. And she's like, damn, I wonder if he's got a warrant or something, And about an hour later, he come bouncing through the door and he's like, what up? And she's like, why did you jump out of the car? Because it was a DUI checkpoint. She goes, you weren't driving.
Yeah.
So, that's a funny story for you, Bob Grant Customs.
That is funny.
He's like, I'm out of here.
He did. She goes, all I saw was a door open up and his ass running through the woods.
He's like, it's the fuzz. Got it.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Diggy, that sounds like something you would do.
It sounds like something I've done.
Well, I haven't done that, but I've done a lot of other crazy shit. I, years ago, a friend of mine, got this, Daytona, right? Had a big, but it was like one of the 70s Daytonas, right? When they went to the compact ones. And it had a big turbo on it and all this other stuff. And he had been fucking with this car for a year. And he finally got it running. A bunch of people were helping. And of course, back then, there was wiring shit and boost controllers. And he finally got this thing drivable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, let's go for a ride. And I'm like, cool. This car ain't got no plates on it, ain't got no insurance, and ain't got shit, right?
Hell yeah.
We come through town. Thing's got an HKS blow off. I mean, it's like, psh, loud as shit. He's looking for someone to race.
Yeah.
And this was right at dusk. And of course, us car guys, man, we don't come out till 9:30 at the car wash, hanging out. So we took a trip around the park. Of course, there was no girls out. People walking their dogs, but,
Yeah.
And then we come back up to the shopping center and we pulled up, was talking to some friends of ours. Then we come back and where we had to cross the road, and this dumb son of a bitch decides he's going to drive out in traffic, and this car's fast enough that he's never really driven, and he's going to skate around these cars, and we got T-boned.
Yeah.
And it was hard. I remember hitting the windshield, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I knew I had warrants for fucking tickets and shit.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, this was forever ago. I was young. I was like, fuck, I'm out. I walked away. I'm like, you can deal with your bullshit, not me.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah,
I've seen it happen where people, they get in a car, they don't know what they're in. You know what I mean? And they hit it, and they cannot handle what the fuck they're behind the wheel of.
Well, and the other thing is, this car, he had no seat time, and this car was extremely powerful, and you know, the car hesitated a little bit, and then it took off. Well, by then we done got hit. I don't know. We got T-boned by like an F-150 or something. I don't know. All I know is a big fucking truck, and it spun us around. I remember hitting the windshield, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And there's no airbags in this car, you know. It's from the 70s, and fuck, I don't even know if we had seatbelts on. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "My mom's gonna be pissed." And I go, and I remember saying, "Damn right she is." And so I got out of the car. I don't even know. It happened so quick. I don't even know if people noticed if I was walking on the sidewalk and walked over to the car, or they. I mean, I got out quick, you know.
Were you injured? You hurt?
I had a concussion, but
okay.
You know, I rode. You know, everybody knows I ride freestyle BMX bikes and skateboard and aggressive inline skate. I'm used to bouncing my head off something. So, and I've been around race cars since I was a child, you know. So. But I was like, fuck, I'm out, man. I fucking started walking. I didn't run. Yeah. I just walked, and he was busy dealing with the people. I did check to see if the people in the truck were okay. And they were more like, do you have insurance? And they started yelling at him, and I just kind of gently walked away. And I went home. And then I went home and got my truck, and I drove back into town, and there were like 20 cops up there and wreckers, and I just kind of turned and went around everything like, oh, hey, what's going on? And he was like, man, you're a real good fucking friend. You got help me get this thing going, and you bounced on me. I like, man, you got to be a man to handle your own shit.
Absolutely, dude. You don't mod a car out and then not fucking give it a little whirl. You know, like fucking test it. See what you're dealing with before you fucking pull out on the highway. Like
I'm looking at the live chat and everybody's like, "You're not a down homie." Oh, I'm a down homie, but when you do stupid shit,
yeah, that's on them.
Yeah, you're on your own, buddy.
I will roll. Yeah.
Because if somebody did that to me, if somebody walked away, I got in a car wreck and they walked away.
Oh, I've had it happen. I let them.
You know, go. Do you handle your business?
Yeah, absolutely.
But my thing is, I knew I had warrants, and, you know, why'd I have warrants? Driving on 3 wheels on the highway, you know, on hydraulics, you know, tinted windows. You know, I've never had an alcohol DUI charge to this day. I've never had a drug charge. I don't do drugs. But I've got the most ridiculous tickets I've ever seen in my life. That was back then, not nowadays, you know, but... I had to get my driver's record printed off for something. I think it was something for work. And I ain't shitting you. Madison County, Illinois ran out of printer ink.
Oh my God.
And they had to reload it. And it was like a Beat Alton book, you know. And she's like, how do you even have a driver's license? I was like, I got a damn good attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
You're like, I got a fake one. Like,
it ain't cheap.
I got 3
DWIs, like, oh my gosh, it ain't cheap. I had a phase with some DWIs and that fugitive license.
No, but he's not wrong. Like, when I was a kid, like, a lot of people remember old boy who got killed because he had a 5.0 Mustang, the old Fox body. He pulled out, and he didn't know he hit the gas. He thought he was just hitting the gas, not like a regular car. He spun around, and he could not, and that 18-wheeler fucking
I remember that. Yeah, Diggy and I went to high school, you guys, or together, and I remember the kid, the Fox body Mustang that he's talking about.
The 5.0, it was screaming. Yeah, it was a screamer.
I learned how to drive a manual in that car.
But he didn't know what he had under his feet, and so he just was like, I'm just going to hit the gas and make a left. No, he did a fucking 360 and then got smoked by a semi.
Yeah, because, you know, the listeners out there, everybody's got that one friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I can handle this, and you can't.
No, you can't.
You know.
No.
You got to learn. A lot of these cars nowadays, you got to learn. If they're quick, you got to learn.
Yeah, Diggy had a real nice Thunderbird.
I had like my first car was a fucking Thunderbird LX. It was a V8. It was a big. It had the big motor in it. Had the ground effects. And honestly, that was my first car. My parents bought it for me. They just bought it on a whim, and I didn't know what it was. And I get in it, and at every stop, this car would fuck. It was crazy. It was basically like a 5.0 Mustang. It was like a fucking like a boat. It was a big ass car.
Yeah, I mean those things were pretty dope. I mean those things are badass when they're slammed on like 22s, you know, because I'm starting to see them at a lot of the car shows now. I mean, but
yeah, I like cars. I really do. Yeah, I remember that day that we seen you pulling out the parking lot at high school, and he fishtailed real bad. I swear you could hear his girlfriend.
All I did was hit the gas, dude. It was all over the place. I was like, "What the fuck is this car?"
You made it look cool, dude. You made it look cool.
Did I clean it up? All right.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is, you know, did you do the cool factor? You know,
Yeah.
I remember leaving high school, and my truck was on hydraulics, but I also had a '62 Impala on hydraulics as well. And nobody wanted to get in front of me because I would lift that bitch up on 3 wheels and put the front tire just over their trunk lid.
That's sick as fuck.
Oh, that's
dude.
cool.
Just a fuck with him. I love that.
Yeah, you know. Thank God I never hit anybody doing that, but I had some friends that tried to do that and rear-ended people, you know. And
gotta be ginger, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, in the senior parking lot, you see all the custom mini trucks and import cars and Mustangs and Camaros, and you know, then you had that one motherfucker, the little rich kid, mom and dad got him a Corvette.
Yeah.
My 16-year-old keeps asking me for that Corvette. He's crazy. But listen, guys, we're gonna get back to some music. It's your girl JD Lane, and we got Diggy and Izzy, and we'll be back in a few minutes.